Welcome to Let's Talk Business Transformation by OSF Digital. Today, we're joined by Oana Dereli, AVP of Retail, to explore what's shaping retail in 2026. We'll cover evolving Black Friday strategies, next-level personalization, new loyalty approaches, and the technologies helping brands build stronger, smarter customer connections. Let's dive in. So with Black Friday right around the corner, the retail trends and where retail has been and how so much has changed in the last half decade has been top of mind. So I thought there's no one better to talk to than you, Oana. So with that in mind, retailers are really hanging their hat on Black Friday still, right? It's called Black Friday for a reason. But how they approach the big shopping event of the year has really changed over the last half decade. So I'd love to hear from your perspective. What have you seen change and what are retailers prioritizing this year in their Black Friday strategies?
So much has changed. Do you remember when Black Friday was a one-day buster event?
Of
Everyone
course.
rushing, waking up early, going to queue, or even people staying wake up all night to get the best deals online. That was in the 2010s, right? In the 2020s, Black Friday is a season, it's not a day anymore. It moved from one day to a margin managed multi-week event, which I think is very good for the businesses.
Hmm.
And pandemic reshaped Black Friday in several major ways, and those effects are still influencing retail today. One is that we ended with a one-day rush. The other one is the acceleration of e-commerce, massive acceleration of e-commerce, with more investment in site performance, better mobile shopping experience, and expanded the click and collect services. Uh, in third place, a shift towards profitability over volume. It was aggressive discounting and it wasn't sustainable. That laid the foundation for no Black Friday discounts movement that we see happening now, right? And there is a new consumer behavior. We are more price sensitive. We are used to online research and early deal hunting and more comfortable buying big tickets items online. Uh, I have to admit that the only thing that I haven't bought online yet is a house. Other than that, we did car,
Yeah.
we did
Yeah.
everything online, right? And it was a big
Yeah.
shift when we had the first TV online because that was
Yeah.
an expensive thing, right? But we could do that for a car as well. And also another thing that was shaped by the pandemic, retailers moved to an omnichannel model. So Black Friday is less about the physical crowds, everyone going to the store. It's more about the seamless digital to store experience. And today, the biggest shift is that retailers are no longer chasing volumes at any cost. You have to use Black Friday as a way to reinforce brand value, to clear
Hmm.
the specific categories. And I think this is what I see the most in the market, and convert high value customers. And this is how it should be. And in 2025, there is an emphasis on profitability, personalized promotions. I see that on many retailers, and app exclusive drops, which is great. Um, and the winners of Black Friday are the ones that are treating Black Friday as part of a customer life cycle and not a one-off sale.
So you mentioned there for a second the app drops. It's interesting that we're seeing retailers a little concerned that maybe they need to de-emphasize mobile apps in their suite of omni-channel offerings, right? Do you think mobile apps are still relevant for retailers in 25?
Absolutely still relevant. How much time do you spend on your mobile, and how many apps do you
Oh,
have, and what do you
yeah,
do with them? So it's
yeah.
I think mobile is home of a retailer's most engaged customers, and they will need to double down on those. You have richer data, you have higher frequency, you know their most profitable journeys. So you know everything. We launched just last week at OSF, probably the most expected mobile app for a beauty retailer in the UK. The results were incredible in the number of downloads and sales because it was that expected and that wanted. I remember having a conversation with one of our customers, a footwear retailer. Oh, should we do an app? Should we? Is it good for us? Is it not good for us because we are a specialty retailer and we are not Amazon, so we are not selling everything for everyone. How can we survive? I was thinking, looking at my mobile, I think half of my apps, my shopping apps, are specialty retailers. Why? Because I am connected to the brand, because they sell value to me, and I am that the customer that spends more with them. And if they know how to personalize my journey, I would spend even more.
Mhm.
So yeah, why would you download an app? It's because you get personalization, you get something exclusive to you, you get the loyalty, you get the post-purchase services. I'd say that retailers should continue to invest in mobile, as it proves to be the highest ROI channel.
It's funny that you keep mentioning kind of the extracting the most out of the customer lifetime value, right? And you touched on personalization just there for a second. So I want to know from your perspective, it's a word that's been around for a long time, but what does true personalization really look like in retail today? And how do most brands still miss the mark when it comes to personalization?
I don't want to sound mean, but I think most of the brands are still dreaming of one-to-one personalization and still missing the mark. What has fundamentally changed is that personalization today must be contextual, intent driven. It's has to be moment relevant. It's not that this customer who bought this also bought this. It's not that anymore. And I think this is what we were understanding through personalization. But now it's more about tailored service, curated content, adaptive journeys. It's understanding, why am I on that website at this moment? What is my intent? Is it because I'm gifting? Is because I want to purchase something that I really wanted from that I saved in my favorites? Why am I here today? And I think when retailers will understand that, I think this will be the real shift towards personalization. You have to really understand customers' mission, the context, and their preferences. And this is when they are going to reward the brand, actually.
So to touch on the other piece of the customer lifetime value piece, which is loyalty, in today's retail landscape, what really separates a truly effective loyalty program versus one that customers can just ignore?
Again, it's about understanding your customers and delivering beyond their expectations, because you can transform them in advocates for your brand. Um, there are a few stages, and each of them are so important. And I want to give you a few examples. Sure, the footwear retailer, I think you have it in the US as well,
Hmm.
is one of our beloved customers who was just nominated for Salesforce Customer Experience Game Changer Award, the biggest retail gala in the UK, for the Retail Week Awards 2026, for their loyalty program, a program called the Shoe Club, which we build on the Salesforce platform. They have a beautiful vision of where to take the brand. Beautiful. But they took small steps just to perfectly understand each segment through deep analytics. Why are you buying? What is more likely you are interested in? What you are going to put in your basket, and so on. Harvey Nichols it's a luxury department store with outlets in the UK and Ireland. Relaunched their loyalty program with us probably a couple of years ago, and it's all about rewards based on your preferences, behavior, and intention. And this is this made me laugh, because I remember one of the department stores offering me a hot that was my reward as a member, a hot drink. And I would never have a tea when I go shopping, because I don't drink
Yeah.
tea. And I'm very particular about my coffee. So why would you give that? It's about being relevant for your customers. And as I talked about coffee, I have to give you my favorite example of all in loyalty, and everyone laughs about this, because it's like, what? I would expect something else from you. Nespresso.
Hmm.
Because we were talking earlier about specialty mobile apps, right?
Yeah.
Probably years ago, people would have thought that mobile apps are not for specialty retailers. You
Hmm.
can buy coffee from Ocado. You don't have Ocado where you live in the US, but we do have here. So you can buy coffee from a grocery. You don't need an app
Yeah.
from Nespresso for your coffee, do you? I do.
Yeah.
I do. And I change 1,000 things to their mobile app. Is not perfect. And if they call me, I'll be happy to help, by the way. But you can send this to Nespresso, I don't mind.
Yeah. We're gonna send it right their way.
Exactly. But they nailed the most important thing. They made me feel special. And probably they don't know, or they will find out it with your podcast. It's not that I'm in their ambassador tier. This is how they call the tier where I am. I am a real ambassador, the ambassador, because I'm buying all their limited editions. Sometimes even those that I don't like because they have a strange flavor, but I like the color or the name or the month they come in. And when someone in the office asks me to go for a proper coffee, let's go and buy a proper coffee. I'm like, no, I have my Nespresso. So this is the proper coffee for me.
Yeah.
And I think this is what is loyalty.
Yeah. So first of all, we should clip that and send it to Nespresso because they should call you. But but also, when you mentioned analytics, right, and grounding in the data, right? So how do you think retailers should think about using data analytics to make smarter decisions, but not to overwhelm their teams?
I think we moved from no data when we didn't have
Yeah.
the systems to too much data and what to do with it. And the real shift retailers need to make is from more data to better decisions. Uh, that starts with ruthless prioritization of the data. And I think the best teams focus on the critical few metrics that actually are important to the business. And that would be margin, customer lifetime value, conversion, fulfillment cost. You don't need dashboards with hundreds of KPIs. Data analytics should simplify your decision, not complicated decisions. That's for sure. And the goal isn't to have more reports, more data. Is to drive better action from the data you already have. And from what I see in the market, most of the retailers have tons of data. It's just how to prioritize the data that you need so you can drive those better decisions.
So I can't have a thought leader like you in front of me, especially these days, without asking some sort of AI question. So I'm going to ask the obligatory AI question here, and it really is important in retail because I think it's really changed the way customers shop. So how have you seen Gen AI change the way customers discover brands, they shop, and they're interacting with the brands that they already love?
Generative AI has made product discovery truly conversational. We've moved from keyword search to natural human language, and customers will expect this across retail very soon. It's what we have today on ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever, the AI tool. You'll expect to get that in retail in your day-to-day life. Uh, this isn't just about better answer; it's about removing the friction from the entire journey. We saw some incredible examples at Dreamforce this year with David Yurman and Cacao Show. Two completely different retailers, different audiences, different price points, but the same transformative impact with Agent Force. Whether it's a luxury jewelry shopper or a chocolate buyer, AI can guide you to the perfect product and help you complete the purchase seamlessly. And these are beautiful AI stories. Go check. Don't consume all their credits, but go check them because I'm very proud of what we did there.
Yeah.
Um, and I saw this. I saw the need for this in my own life recently. My family is deep into dance competitions, and I realized at one local event that every competitor was carrying an entire suitcase of makeup. I know you might not be into makeup, but I'll have to tell you the story.
You don't think
They
I'm
were
wearing blush?
they were having a full carry-on. I had no idea there were like 20, 30 products involved. And when I tried to buy them myself, I couldn't find a single retailer that could guide me through the choices. Uh, I'm a busy person, leader, mom, everything. So I don't have I would have the joy to go to the stores, but I don't have the time. So I would prefer to go online somewhere and find everything that I need. And because I couldn't find that retailer, I went to ChatGPT to help me understand what I need. Um, Long list, a very long list. But I didn't get the brand experience, and I didn't end up buying anything. So I'll still look for that. Maybe we can build something for one of the retailers soon. And that's exactly where retail has an opportunity with Gen AI to combine the intelligence of conversational guidance with the trust, curation, brand feeling that it's actually what converts, right? The brands that bring those worlds together will be the one to win in the new era with AI.
Alana, thank you so much for coming on today. You've been incredibly insightful, and I appreciate your time.
Lovely to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Thanks for listening to Let's Talk Business Transformation by OSF Digital. Follow us for more episodes and visit osf.digital to learn more.